welcome to this new episode of Continuum Gaming, and today we are going to have a look at 3 different Windows 10 mobile games again, which will be Creative Play Light Ball, Block Hexa Puzzle and Mortal Fighter 23. My name is Gerald. As always, I've got a couple of different things with me, which are of course a Bluetooth mouse, which is this one. I'm going to use a Foldable keyboard, so this Bluetooth keyboard here. And in general, the Xbox One has a wireless controller, but that one is not supported, which is a real shame for one of the games, but which one is not supported for the games at all, and so we're not going to use it in this episode. Yeah, and other than that, of course, I'm going to use my mighty Lumia 950 XL, which is this one, Mozo cover at the back, and it has, of course, a USB-C connector at the bottom, and the USB-C connector is connected directly to an HDMI port, because I have a cable here with USB-C to HDMI, and like that I can transfer the information, or better to say, the smartphone is going to give me some kind of an interface which is going to be shown on my TV in this case, which can be controlled by all these different things I just showed you before, so for instance a mouse and stuff like that. But everything is created by the smartphone. If you want to know more about that, have a look at the corner up there. There are a couple of different other videos where I'm going to talk about this whole concept, Continuum and all, in more depth. And other than that, let's start with the first, let's call it game. I'm not really sure what I should call it, because it's Creative Play Light Ball. I'm going to go to my own apps list here, and we are going to have a look at that. Creative Play Light Ball, there it is. It really is something very strange, if you ask me, because it's not really a game, or at least there is no real goal, I think at least. But what you are going to do here is more or less you're going to have this light ball you see there, and yeah, it's creative in some kind of way, don't know why. I just want to show it to you, and you might want to try it out, because I really can't see what this is all about, but as you can see, in general everything is dark at the start, and you have this little glowing ball that is flying around in different directions here. And now, by just clicking somewhere, you can see that we more or less get this, in RTS games and stuff like that, it would be called the fog of war or something. So the things you can't see at the moment for sure. And now if we jump around with this ball, because the ball is going to follow your mouse pointer more or less. So he's trying to go around, trying to follow you, and if you are just leaving the mouse pointer, if you are not pressing the mouse button anymore, it's just going to go into the direction you just gave him. There is the option to pause, of course, for instance, so you could take a screenshot, save that to somewhere where you want it to be, because you can more or less create different kinds of forms and stuff like this. I'm not really sure what this is all about, I have to admit there, but as you can see, we have a couple of different objects here. For instance, this one can be put somewhere and throw it around a little, more or less. And if you're fine with that, hit it with your part, and then it can be that something is different in the background and stuff like that you are going to reveal with your jumping around and flying around parts here. Then there is this eclipse-based one, I'm not sure what that is, but in the end you get this black holes-like stuff which is going to block you off. So if you're trying to put that somewhere, or you're just going to activate it, then these black holes are going to be there, and they're going to explode sometime in the future, and so on and so forth. I really don't know what this game is all about. If you can get it out, please let me know, but I find it interesting. It's interactive, it's creative in some kind of way. I'm just not sure what to make out of it, because I just don't know what this is all about, more or less. And we have a couple of different options here, like the dots which are shown there, so the ones that are bright, we can more or less collect that in some kind of way and try to go around, do some kind of painting, maybe it's a painting app or something, where you can paint with light or stuff like that, and you just try it out. I really am a little bit confused about this whole game. There's an option panel here where you can click on this to go to a website, which is not very helpful anyway, and you can save the image there. And yeah, this is more or less what this game is all about. As mentioned before, I'm not sure if you can call it a game or something. It's just a strange little thing and a strange little app where you can get a little bit creative. Sometimes if you are running with your smartphone for a long time, then this is going to be a little bit stucky and stuttery. In general, it's pretty performant and can be used as it's intended to be, at least, I think. I'm not sure. Anyway, try it out. I think it's nice to know, and you might find out more than I do. If that is the case, please put it down below in the commentary section, and I'll gladly have a look at it again, but I just don't know what this is all about. Okay, so the next game is a little bit more straightforward, I would say. It's called Block Hexa Puzzle. It's exactly that. It's a little puzzle game, but a real puzzle game. We are not talking about something like, I don't know, Tetris or something, but we're talking about a real game in that connection or direction. Let's give me some seconds till I got it right in there. There we go, Block Hexa Puzzle. It's a nice little game where you're going to put different kind of hexa block, portions, parts, whatever, on a few displays, and you only have a couple of different forms to fill there, and you just need to get all the different blocks you have there into the picture above. As you can see, a very nice little app. It has a nice little interface. There are a couple of different options, like for instance scenes and stuff like that. If you go in here, you can see you can turn on different scenes if you want to, basic Easter Xmas, or just something that is coming soon, probably not, but in the end, Easter or Xmas. We are going to play the basic one because neither of those celebration days is coming or something. And yeah, all of that you can say here is just click on this. The multiplayer part has been disabled because probably there are not too many people playing that anymore. But anyway, you can play a lot of different levels, as you can see. So in the end, as you can see, we have 2 levels of 80. This is not a stars or something definition, but 2 levels played in this section, and you see there are a lot of them. So even not enough that you can scroll down here, but you can even switch over. So it's really a lot of different things. You can play here, a lot of different levels. I think something should be in there that if you like this game, you have fun with it. In the end, let's have a look at the Novice tab here. I'm going to play the 3rd level in this case, and as you can see, all you have to do now is you choose one of those parts and try to put it somewhere on the screen in these little boxes, and in the end, in general, there's enough space for everything that is down below here to fit in up there, and you have to do that in the right way. So this is more or less a puzzle part. If I do that, I'm going to show you what's going on there. Use that. Now we put that somewhere, so it just fits in. As you can see, it doesn't have to be very easy to find the right position. In general, it's not too hard, but at least in the Novice level, of course. But as you can see, this is the way you can solve the puzzle now and get that. After a while, you're going to receive some kind of a reward, in this case a crown, but we are not there at the moment to get that. So let's try another level. As you can see, very easy in this case. Just try to get everything that is down below here up into the part up there. Of course, you can't put it everywhere, so as you can see, these little boxes there are telling you, no, sorry, you can't put it to this position, for instance. But still pretty easy to do. Next one. Now let's have a look at this. Very easy too, because we are still in the Novice level here. So Noise is really pretty simple. If you are going to go up into the other levels, then you are getting a lot of different other challenges there, but in the end, this is pretty easy to do, even for children or something. This should be pretty easy to solve, because I'm wonderful, I got the progress here, and so on and so forth. Yeah, in the end, this is already the game. There's not too much to it, but if you like to just get rid of a little bit of time or something, this might be something you might want to try out. Let's play 10 levels, whatever. So next one, the 9th level. Let's put the different parts in there. With 3 parts it's really easy, but yeah, you know it. Just try to play it. Maybe it's not that easy for you, I'm not sure. And if it's too easy, for instance like this one, probably I even had a mix. Oh, okay, so there can be parts down below which are not going to go up into your level solving, which is interesting. I didn't know about that till now. Okay. So easy enough. And I think we are through now because we got to 11. The 11th level even solved. But as you can see, a lot of different levels like that in a different kind of more or less difficulty levels. Try it out if you like those kind of puzzle games. It might be worth it for you. Okay, and the last game I'm going to show you in this episode is Mortal Fighter 23. This one is very hard if you ask me. A little bit, pretty nicely done in the end, but very hard to solve in some situations. First off, it's very hard to find out how to play the game at the start, if you ask me, because it might be different if you're on a smart screen or a smartphone screen or something. But if you're using a keyboard like this, which can be done, it's keyboard playable. You will have to find out where to hit the enemy with, and yeah, it's not too easy. So what you already can see here, let's turn down the volume a little bit. There we go. What you already can see here, it's a fighting game with different kind of characters and stuff like that. So this kind of, maybe whatever, some kind of a monk-like character, and there are a couple of different other ones, a girl character and other people here, which you can really play with. And what you're going to do is you're going to fight different kind of enemies which are coming at you. You can run around, try to get away and stuff, and of course fight them with different kind of styles and hitting styles and stuff like that. It's pretty nice if you ask me. In the end, what you are going to play here is more or less some kind of a kung fu game, and you have to just get rid of all the different enemies. For instance, there was this Dragon Brothers or something game which I played on my probably Game Boy or something, which was pretty similar to this. We are going to try it out, but first, before we are starting, really make sure that you get your skills ready. If you're on Continuum, you will have to use your keyboard for it. And what you are going to use here are of course the arrow keys, which is normal more or less. But the biggest problem about it, you are not going to find out at the start at least how to kick somebody or hit him. And that's a little bit unfortunate, I would say, because nobody's telling you. In the end, what you have to know is that W, E, X, C are the buttons you're going to need for this. So I'm not sure what it was exactly. I think W is hitting somebody, kicking is X, and C is for blocking somebody. And that is very important, because otherwise you can't really do anything here. There's no auto kicking or something in this game, so you really have to do it by yourself. Okay, so first off, I'm going to turn around and show you what's going on here. I like the game, it's really nicely done. Pretty nice graphics too, if you ask me, so I really like the character. This is really the character you're going to play in the game. In the options there's not much to do. We have game volume and brightness, so in general I would say you can just play it because it's not that kind of game where you are a horror game or something. Their brightness might be different, but in this case you really don't have to worry about this. Then there are two different possibilities to start with. There is a mission possibility and the avatar possibility. Avatar means that you are using an avatar and playing all the different missions which are attached to that avatar. And missions means that you are just going to jump around because there's a storyline told, more or less, a little bit at least, where you are going to play the missions in order to get everything in that. Okay, so first off I'm going to go to missions. I'm just going to show you what's going on here. As you can see we have a couple of different ones. And I'm not even sure, can I play earlier ones? Yeah. Okay, there I can use my mouse wheel to go. And here is solo missions, as you can see, and we start with the first one with one of the characters here. Okay, so click on that. After that you're going to go in-game and you are going to go to play like this character, as you can see here. And as you can see, if you are doing nothing, you are going to be killed. Easy like that. But you can of course do something. Pretty unfortunate that my character got pushed out of the way. Let's start this again. I think it's better for us. Or yeah, they could kill us now. Yeah. Just let them kill me, then you are getting the option to try again, so just click on try again to do that. And as you can see we are now kicking from the start and getting everything done. It's, let's say, not too easy to not get kicked back, and that is a big problem because the game is not going to end with the enemies you see here, but you have to really get everybody here. There are a couple of different moves here. You can do, for instance, if he gets down, you can of course run around. Be careful with that. And of course if he, for instance, lies on the ground, you can hit him on the ground too. You get some kind of knives, and there are some kind of baseball bats and stuff like that to give your enemies something to work with, or better to say, to give you something to work with. As you can see, you can run around on the screen too, so being closer to the camera or far away from the camera. Till now I didn't have anything where that would help, but whatever. And if you hit space, you can jump up, and if you hit space and kick, for instance, you're going to go and do a jump kick. If you run around top and bottom, then you can see you're moving forth and back from the camera. Moving to the left and to the right is just like you would expect it. And yeah, as mentioned before, C is going to block something, X is going to kick something, and beating with your hand is going to be that. So let's go to the next part there. Maybe not, yeah, let's try to be at that point there. And as you can see, he is going to try to get you. Here you could see some of the special moves we can do, and of course you will have to be very careful if they get around you for some kind of reason. And as you can see, I will have to run away and try to get them. And now I'm pretty dead already, if I'm not very careful. They can dodge and duck and try to get away from you too. They can hit you in different kind of ways, and you can always see that the enemy has some kind of a health bar too. And now we've got a problem because I'm pretty sure that I'm dead. As you can see, we only have a very, very small amount of health still available. I'm not sure. Maybe I can do something with the boxes. Let's see. Can I can, and I get a gun, as you can see. So in the end, if we are going to take that up by more or less hitting somebody. We can get a gun or a knife, as you can see, and try to work with that. Let's see if we can. There we got a little bit of health, so you can get some different kinds of power-ups and trying to shoot people, which is going to really help. But as you can see, the gun is now empty, and now we would have to do it in the, let's say, manual way again. Same with your knife, you can throw your knife for a couple of times then. And let's try and see what's in there. Nothing. Okay. Unfortunate. And now we still have to fight him back, or them. As you can see, some enemies are better than other enemies. For instance, this less fat guy there is going to be better at really blocking your hits and stuff like that, while the fat guy is really just... It's called Fallobst in German, meaning that he's really easy to get rid of. And make sure that you get the different boxes here, otherwise you're really dead. Very hard to do otherwise, so make sure that you get that. And now let's see. I can't see anything. Okay. Let's get out of the way. They're going to follow you anyway. Good thing is, one hit kills them with the gun. And even if two are at the same place or something, they're going to get killed too. So let's see if we can do something about the next guys. And of course, don't shoot at this point, but try to kick it, because otherwise, as I'm showing you, you're going to lose your gun. And one hit more or less is really nice thing. But let's see what we can do here. As mentioned before, if you go now for the kill or something, it's not going to help you. Try to stay out of their reach if they are starting, so you can really get the right position in to get them kicked. And this seems to be working too. Okay, so let's go back. Try to get that. Okay, get the gun so we can go on. And let's see. What we can do here. Robert is coming, whoever Robert is. Maybe I can get a little bit of help or health, would be great. No, they're not giving me that, at the moment at least, which is a little bit unfortunate, I would say. Okay, nothing in there. Let's go to the next part. Oh, and this is a little bit unfortunate that I can't see them then. I find it pretty hard to fight against several of them. And I think that it's better to hit them with a combo or something, which is going to happen automatically. You don't have to do anything about that, because that one is just faster. And as you can see, we completed the first mission, and so you're going to fight against waves of different enemies and stuff like that in the different missions with different kind of characters. As mentioned before, I could show you some of them. Let's have a look at that. There we go. If I click on avatar, I get the different avatars shown here. As you can see, we've got Owen, we've got Spielberg, Lisa and Monty, and you can really just choose and try to run around. All the different controls and stuff like that are pretty much the same, but the different missions are very different, because some of them are more tanky, some of them are not, and so on and so forth. So just try the game out. I really like it. I find it fun to play, and yeah, if you like this kind of action gameplay or whatever, it's a nice one, try it out. Other than that, I would say, this is the end of the episode. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening. Give it a thumbs up if you liked the games and of course the episode. And other than that, thank you for watching. If you have any kind of comments, if you know something about the first game, just put it down below into the commentary section, of course. And if you didn't subscribe to now is the time to do it. Other than that, thank you for watching, see you around, and bye. Bye.